Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his first pass is incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2nd and 10. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here we go,
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 551, 551.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
3rd down here.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here's Williams to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They run the option here on first and 10.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward. And maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Bears, first down.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
On second down, here's the option.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now it's gone.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Second and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Now Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Fields throw complete here to Komet.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Fields now to throw. That is caught by Herbert. He's got room at the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now a first down throw. Goff.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Third and 2. Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, here's Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2 yards to go, second down.
Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
There he goes, right side. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And
we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This is Homer. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On first down, it's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, hurry up. Extend.
Herbert once more. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third and 5.
Right. Mayday, 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 mayday. Right.
Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Angel, angel, angel.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Flushed out right.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds.
Complete to Josh Reynolds. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Another run for Gibbs here.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They get this out left.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
2nd and a couple. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Cut 19, cut 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Go.
Fields now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Williams. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over.
On the go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hooker. Now he's forced out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted.
Here we go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Ken. Test, punch right. Right.
Now a first down throw. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
And they'll try to run the option here. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Read option, this is Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third
They go
down.
play action. Here's Hooker. He wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Lions,